Good afternoon, crafters. I just thought I'd come and show you what I've been up to this morning. I've been playing with my paints, as you can see on here, and this is just a piece of baking paper. It's Tesco's own greaseproof and baking paper or something. I can't remember what it is. I don't know if you can see from the back. I have placed strips of masking tape just. I would show you the roll, but it's empty. But it's just normal decorators masking tape, but it was an inch. Not this is a 2-inch strip, but these were the 1-inch strips until I ran out. Anyway, so just put strips across my paper so that I can easily take it off. Oh, you can't see what I've just done there. Sorry. Okay, that was the whole point. So you just cover your piece of baking paper, I guess you could use any wax sort of paper, with your masking tape, and then I have stamped and painted and finger painted, and then I've used bottle tops and splatters and all sorts on top of here, so that when you peel it back, and we'll peel some back in a minute and use some, but when you peel it back you've got your own sort of washi tape or pretty tape for borders and things. So I've done that one there, and I've done this one in the same way here. This one I had to use, I started off with the 1-inch tape, but I only got 2 strips down before I ran out. And although there's another roll up in my daughter's room, she was in bed and asleep, so I couldn't really go and knock and say, can you give me the masking tape please? So I used 2-inch strips because I figured if I wanted a big wide thing I could use it straight off of here, or if I wanted to cut it in half I could just use my trimmer and trim them in half, or in thirds, or whatever I want actually. So those were my sort of homemade washi tapes, but I also made some others as well, and I will show you them and then I will tell you what I've done. I've got some blue ones here, so I mean they're all much of a muchness because they were all from one. Let's take the pink one out a minute. All from one sheet. I don't know if you can see, but my glitter Mod Podge that I ordered arrived this morning, and I have literally been sticking it on everything because I love it. Never knew it existed before till I had my ATCs from D, and now literally if anything sits still long enough, I'm going to be Mod Podging it with glitter. So those are the blue ones that I've made here, and these are the pink ones. But I thought I could use them on my art journals as borders, or you could put them on cards as sort of, instead of washi tape, or as strips. I mean, and you could put any design you like on it, obviously. But these were done slightly differently. These were done from a sheet of just normal A4 paper. On this one I painted it with pink acrylic paint first of all, and on this one I used like a pale greeny tealy colour, but I did use metallic paint on this one, and although it looks pretty, it isn't the best to use. You can see that when I stamped on with ink it hasn't dried fully, and so when I put the Mod Podge on it has smudged a little bit. It doesn't bother me because for what I'm going to use it for it will be fine, but the sort of the non-pearlescent acrylic paints I didn't have that much of a problem with, so this is just normal pink paint. So I painted it and then I stamped on it with lots of different images, just normal stamps that I'd got, and then I used my pens. In fact I'll leave a picture just here of both of the sheets before I did anything to them, so I'll insert one here. And then when I had done that, and then I did put glitter Mod Podge on the top, but you don't need to do that at all. So I've coloured them with alcohol markers and coloured ink, gone over it with Mod Podge, but I don't think you need to do that. I just fancied doing that. And then I turned my whole sheet over and covered it in strips of just normal double-sided tape. It does use quite a lot of it. This was quite a thick roll before I started, so just if you're going to do this, bear it in mind that you get through quite a bit of it. And I'll show you some pictures so you see what I mean, but I literally just stuck them all over the back with a tiny gap between each one so that you can get your scissors through it. I'll show you a picture of what I've done just here. And then when it all dried and everything, I cut the things. Now I was starting to do it with scissors, but I decided then didn't need to. I could just stick it through the paper trimmer. So that is what I've done. So these have got double-sided tape on them, so you can peel that off and then you can just stick that straight onto whatever you're working on. Easy peasy. There are lots of videos. This is not a novel idea. Lots of people have been doing them, and I had some. I'll show you. This is all I've got left of what I had, which is this one here. And I love, 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 love using it. But I thought it was time to make some more. So that's what I've done. So I've got some pink ones, I've got some bluey green ones, and then I've got these multicoloured ones here, which I like a lot too. So I thought I would use some of these. Let's use one of these to go on an ATC. This is just a piece of card that I have cut to the right size, and I have used, it looks like, I can't remember what I've used, but it looks like I have used Distress ink. I'm trying to think what the red one's called. That's probably carved pumpkin or orange marmalade or spice marmalade, and the red one is candied apple, I think. And then I've sprinkled some water on that and then dried it, and as you can see, hopefully I have attacked it with the glitter Mod Podge. But that's all I've done with it. So I think that I will use some of this to go on here. So hopefully, if all has gone well, this masking tape will just peel off and remain sticky. So let's just have a look how much we've got and how much we need. I'll cut it off about there. I don't want to use up more than I need, particularly. How cool was that? Just fell straight off the baking paper, which is exactly what I want. And then I'm either going to put it down the side here or down the middle. I might put it straight down the middle. Now it is sticky, but it is, you know, remember it is masking tape, so it probably will not stick forever. So I will just add a little glue to the back of it, and then I know that it will stay on. Otherwise, no my luck, it will stay on just long enough for me to put it in the post to somebody, and then during the travelling, the transit time, it will peel off and stick to something else. Right, so I think I will pop that on there like that. This is not terribly strong, so I'll probably put a back on it. So that being the case, I'm going to just fold this over and stick it down, and then when I put the back on it, that will doubly secure it and it won't come flying off. There we go. I might use a card if I can find one, and just, but bear in mind there's quite a bit of texture on this. I don't want to rip the paint off it, so I'll just do it carefully. Might be better to do it from this side. There we go. So I shall probably just ink around the edges, and I might put a flower or something on there if I've got one to hand. Let's have a quick look. Plenty of flowers, but have I got the right kind? something pretty decent. I'll come back in a minute when I found some. Alright, I've decided that I'm not going with flowers. I did these yesterday. I don't know if you can see these. These are butterflies. They're just I'll tell you what I did. I've got a butterfly punch. Like I said before, I hate fussy cutting. So the idea of sitting and fussy cutting butterflies is not one that appeals to me. What I have got is a butterfly punch. So I punched out a shape. I think I can't remember if I did it in black or white because I've done this a long while ago. Punched out a shape, scanned it into the computer, and then used that shape to get the right size sort of template, if you like. And then I've got actual butterfly pictures that I have resized and aligned so that I can print out a sheet with these on and then use my butterfly punch to punch them out. That way I've got nice looking butterflies without hassle of fussy cutting. These ones I have put glossy, well, it's a mixture. I've got glossy accents on half of them and Anita's I've forgotten what it's called, 3D clear gloss. So, and I have to say there's not a lot of difference between the two. I thought I'd do them both so that I could check. There really isn't a lot of difference. There's a slight, I would say the glossy accents ones are slightly more glossy, but I had, you know, there's really hardly any difference. I don't think it makes any difference particularly. So yes, so I made lots of those yesterday, and now I've just punched, I think, 4 butterflies, 3 white ones, stuck them together, and then put the coloured one on top, and then I put some glossy accents on it, and I've got lovely shiny butterflies. So I thought I'd pop one of those on there. I'm thinking probably a green one, that one will do. This one I tried out. This one I've put some glitter Mod Podge on top of the glossy accents. Don't know if you can see it, but it's got glitter bits in as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that on. I don't know if I like the white and whether or not I can get rid of that with maybe a gold pen. This is where it probably will go hideously wrong. That's not too bad. I'm not terribly accurate doing things like this, so I usually end up putting a big stripe down the middle of something. I'm not going to get it in there. I have got a smaller pen. I'm not going to worry about it right now, she says. Already worrying about it. I'm just not really keen on the white edges, that's all. I think this pen's running out as well. It's not that juicy anymore. Right, I'm just going to see if I can find my smaller one. Oh, I have got, hang on a minute, somewhere I've got an actual Posca pen, I think, which is gold. That might work. Let's try that. That's got a smaller nib. Yes, that's better. Go in there. And in there. And I'm getting a bit OCD about this. I don't think we need to worry about it too much. And up there. Right, that will do, I think. And I'll keep seeing little white bits. Right, stop looking. There we go. That looks a bit better. So I'm thinking I probably will just stick that on. And I've got a Tim Holtz Chit Chat thingamajig that can go on there. I'm just going to ink around the edges, and I think I will do it. I think I'm going to do it in whatever's left on here, which should be black soot. And I don't want a lot, but just a little bit to frame it. I don't want to go mad and give it a big dark border and get rid of those pretty bright colours, but that would do. right there. That one can fit on there. I think probably this glue will hold it because it is card. If not, I'll get my beacon 3-in-1 out. Pretty certain that will hold it. Right, where do we want it? Down here. Don't really want to get rid of the flower. Stick it down, not think about it. Also, these are quite flat, so they'll be good for posting and what have you. Right, I've got my little chit chat saying which says everything has beauty, even my washi tape that I have just made. And I think I'll pop a little bit of glue on the back, even though it is sticky. And I'm just going to stick that on there like that. And all I will do now with this, when that's dried, is put another card on the back just to make it a little bit more sturdy, because it's quite fragile at the moment. But there's my little ATC using my homemade washi tape. Hope you enjoyed my video, and I shall be back again soon. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good week. Bye for now.